what do you need in order to rank? What do I mean with that? So the thing is, YouTube, and just as any search engine in the world, and YouTube is actually the third largest search engine right after Google and Amazon, has its own algorithm of how it ranks its videos in its own SERPs, in its own lists, and it really values specific things more than it does other things, just as it is on Google and things like that, right? So you really have to consider a lot of things like views, subscribers, and also a lot of other things. And actually, the graphic I will show you in the next on the next page will probably shock you a little bit when you see it for the first time, because it's so much, so many different factors that really come into play when it comes to ranking a YouTube video. And some people don't realize that, right? Some people just say, oh, just make some nice video, put it up there, put some nice title, description, tags, with some keyword optimization, and that's it. No, but it's not true. You have to consider a lot of different factors, and I'm going to show them to you right now. So let's check this out. Bam. So this is probably kind of like looks a little bit like a little bit much, but it's actually pretty easy to describe, and I will go through this right now. Actually, we'll show you the other screen again, because then I can show you my cursor right here. Okay, so let's just, you have to understand, when you want to understand this chart, this graphic, you have to actually, I'm sorry, of course it's not a chart, it's just a graphic. So you have to just make sure you know that all of this stuff, all of these little circles and these bigger circles, they all point into one direction, which is the main circle, which is our video ranking, right? So that means all of these things, doesn't matter if they're smaller, if they're bigger, all of these things influence our ranking. Some do influence it a lot, like title, description, SEO. This is really, I would say, out of these one, the first major thing when it comes to ranking. And some of them kind of like influence it a little bit less, for example backlinks and stuff like this, but they're still important. Yeah, let's get this, you really have to understand this, so let's get into it. So let's just start right up here with the title, description, and text, and I will actually structure it in the way of letting you guys doing it in an order where I think starting with the most important thing. So which would be, in my opinion, title, tags, and description, SEO. Again, many SEOs and many people doing YouTube marketing maybe sometimes say something different and say this is more important than that. But you've seen my success results, and I can just say what I've experienced. So this is, in my opinion, the most important thing. Have the right title, description, and tags to make sure your video is on page optimized perfectly fine. And you can be so lucky that I mean, you can feel so good that I will actually show how to do that in the next parts of this chapter. But first of all, we have to explain how this really works. So you see title, description, and tags, and this whole thing basically, which shows here, is all about keywords, right? This thing, title, description, and tags, really have to be optimized for your main keywords and even some secondary keywords. As it says right here, partial match keywords, keywords in the title, keywords in the description, and it also depends on the description length, right? So it's not because I've seen that so many times on YouTube, and it's really annoying when I see videos and I click there, then open the description box, and then I scroll down and I see people like throwing like 50 different keywords in there. They say like tags, and then they put their keywords in there. This brings absolutely nothing. You have to put your keywords in there and have to actually write a text that makes sense, right? You have to put content in there that makes sense. And the longer it is, actually, the better it is. You know, I've never seen a video that has that actually got hurt because of a long description. I've seen videos ranked with shorter descriptions, but they had a lot of other stuff of these kind of things coming into play. Okay, so and yeah, so this is basically the general thing that I have to say about the stuff. We will learn how to generate these things soon, because all the stuff I'm teaching right now is theoretical stuff, of course, and we will go into detail and show you guys how to actually do this, generate them, to use them on your own videos. It's very easy. I can show you how to do that. So yeah. And the next thing is, in my opinion, the number of views, right? So of course, as I already said, you will never rank a video without having views. And to some people, this sounds kind of weird, because they think, like, if I don't have like a video ranked, or if I don't get traffic to my video, how the heck do I even get views, right? And how do I even get like high retention views, which means the view retention, right? So if you have a video and it's like 10 minutes long, and you get views to that, that with only like people only watching it 1 minute or 2 minutes, right? Which means it's only like 10%, 20% of the whole time watched, right? YouTube will actually go ahead and make it have negative impact on your ranking, because basically that means if people just watch 2 minutes out of your 10-minute video, your video doesn't offer good enough content, right? And YouTube doesn't like that. So you have to make sure that if you generate views to your video, and I will show you how to do that, they have to be high retention, which means that people have to watch at least, I'd say at least 75% of your video time, right? So if you have a video 10 minutes long, they should watch at least 7.5 minutes of it, right? So, and then there's a lot of different things that play a role. So we have this these whole channel views, which is the you've probably seen that on your channel. I can show you real quick what it is. This is the number of all the views that you have on your profile. View channel. So in my case, it would be like 500,000 views at the moment. I'm gonna hit 1 million very soon. Actually, I expect within the next month, next 2 months actually. And please remember, this is not my main YouTube channel. Basically, it's just my main personal channel, of course. But I have a lot of other channels to promote other companies and businesses and stuff like this. So then we have, of course, the total views of a video. So in some examples, that would be like 200,000, 300,000. So it really also depends on your competition for one keyword, for example. For example, there's a keyword and most of the videos on the first page have like 2,000 views. Then it can be enough if you have 5,000 views, right? But if you have if there's videos for one keyword that have 100,000 views each, you should make sure you have more than that, right? So when it also comes to ranking, basically, the next thing that I would value a lot is interaction. The whole thing when it comes to interaction, right? It's about getting likes to your video. And even, believe it or not, even dislikes can increase your rankings, right? That sounds kind of weird to most people, because they think, why would YouTube rank my video higher if it gets dislikes, right? The thing is that if you only have likes on your video, then YouTube might think, oh, that's kind of fake. He paid for his likes, right? This or that. Like normal people, there's no video on YouTube that has like 100% likes, right? Actually, a good video has like, I'd say 80% likes, 20% dislikes. This means that the video, and that means, or even going down to 40% dislikes or 70%, 30%, because this shows YouTube that there's actually something going on with your video, and that it has potential to go viral, right? Because these videos that are going viral, that are getting all the attention, they have never just likes, right? They have, like, for one positive comment they get, or like they get two negative, right? Because they just go all over the place, right? And YouTube loves that, right? So Next thing, then there's social sharing. Of course, I will not go into that right now because I will do that later. This is also not too important for the whole inner organic YouTube search thing, but it is still important though. And of course, comments are very important. You have to make sure that you get comments, that you generate comments. I will show you the methods on how to do that later, but just that you know what is important right here. Then what's also directly influencing is the category you're in. So some categories might get a better chance to rank your video than others. For example, if you have some tutorial kind of video, the category how to and style would be better than music, right? Of course. So this is just a thing that's normal and that's true. So and of course the whole thing, what I always call channel authority, actually it's the whole thing when it comes to channel SEO, the age of the channel. So it's awesome if your channel is older. I don't want to discourage the people who just created a channel, which it doesn't really matter that much, but it's better if it's older, right? Because that has more authority and it's just more grown, right? Total count of videos, channel name should include your keyword, would be pretty awesome. And subscribers, of course, right? How many subscribers do you have? This plays all a role into this thing right here. So all of the things that I explained right here, all of these things pump into that ranking, that whole ranking, right? So now you know how many different factors there are actually to consider, and that it's not just like I make a video and I upload it to YouTube, put some nice title and things there, and then it's okay and then it goes viral. This will never happen, guys, because YouTube actually considers all of these things right here, and you have to actually think about how you increase and how to add these things into your videos so you get these rankings up, right? So it's a complicated process, but it's doable. That's why you sign up for the course. That's why I'm teaching you this. Yeah, let's go into the next chapter.